Hello. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the general format of the recorded lessons that I'm going to be putting out, just what to expect and what the overall purpose is. So I'll say this, if you are in class to begin any lesson, we usually do a warm-up of some sort. They can come in a variety of formats. Sometimes it can be an ACT, SAT question to review an old topic. Sometimes it can be a preview of a concept we're going to be addressing in the lesson, or maybe even a review of a question or a concept that the majority of the class has been struggling with, or it might just be an interesting mathematical thought. So for example, the one for the first day is the following true or false? Is 1 equal to 0.9 repeating? So you'd have to attend the first day in order to see that. Be aware though, for the recorded lessons, there aren't going to be any warm-ups. The purpose of the recorded lessons is twofold. The first purpose is to provide an additional support to absent students. So I've found that for senior students in their spring semester, and really both the fall semester and the spring semester, you're involved in a lot of activities within the school. And because these are school activities, you tend to increase the number of school-related absences that you have. If you're not in class, it becomes very difficult to follow the material, especially in statistics where it's not based on like algebra classes that you've studied before. So to help students stay on top, I should say stay on top. Stay on top of their statistical studies, I recorded the following daily lessons. The second is that this can also provide a review resource. If you're particularly struggling with the concept or want to review something before a test, these recordings are a good place to start, maybe even before coming in and seeing me, so you've refreshed your background knowledge. So those are the two main purposes. Students might find other purposes as well, but those are the two that I had in mind at the onset. One general expectation is that I'm going to expect that you have access to a Texas Instrument graphing calculator for statistical procedures. There's a number of statistical tests that we will do, and I'm going to be expecting that you have that because our book expects that you have that in order to run some statistical tests. In the program, I will pull up the following, and I will show the buttons that I'm inputting in order to run some of the statistical tests that I run. So I expect that you'll be able to have that as well. The general format of a lesson is that we go through sometimes like vocab or a lead-in idea to justify what we're going to be talking about, and then I work through some examples. So we're going to do an example maybe from a middle school topic where you'd be solving proportions. So if we were studying this, I would talk through, if I want to solve this proportion, I really need to undo the division that's going on each side. To undo the dividing by x, I could multiply both sides by x. And when I do that, I end up then with 4 is equal to 6x divided by 15. And then maybe to undo the divide by 15, I could multiply both sides by 15. You'll hear this called the cross product property as well. 15 divided by 15 makes 1, so that simplifies. 15 times 4 is 60, and 60 equals 6x. And then I can solve for x by dividing by 6. So this is just a general example for a non-statistical example, so you just use something that you know. So do some examples, and then to make sure that you have the idea of the concept in class and in the recorded lessons, I'll provide an opportunity for you to do what I call a yo-yo. Yo-yo is an acronym for you're on your own. It's a chance for you to try the process or procedures or mathematical ideas that we've been working on. So I'd say pause the video now, and then unpause the video when you've had a chance to try it. I'm not going to really wait a long time in the recorded lesson, maybe just a few seconds, because I'll expect that you have paused the video, and then I will come back and talk through it generally. Sometimes I'll work through all the steps, sometimes I'll just provide an answer and give a verbal description. So that is going to be the general format for the recorded lessons. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope they are helpful.